So, Bryson had a tragedy strike in his family.
Yeah, I mean, right? Yeah, that's like, you're supposed to say that, you know? No, my dog died. And, oh, hey, what's up?
Bryce walks in.
On cue, Bryce walks in.
My dog died. What? This is Bryce.
Enter, yeah. So
Bryson's dog died.
Bryce just really likes when dogs die. So, basically, my dog died, but it wasn't like a puppy that got run over by a truck or whatever. It was an old dog. It was our dog Charlie. He was like 14, you know, and he didn't die. He died like we took him to a vet and put him down because he was tired and sad. He was ready to die.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, and that's.
Should we do that to people?
Yeah, I think so.
Right?
Like,
why is suicide illegal? It's ridiculous.
Or
euthanasia, at least.
It's incredible to me. Like that. That's the thing. Like, my dog was whatever, like 105 in dog years, and like he stopped eating, he stopped drinking water, he stopped moving. Like he didn't want to be alive. Like nothing. You know, he wasn't getting any enjoyment out of. Yeah, it was just. You know, when you're, like, you got to listen to a dog can't even talk, and we knew he wanted to die. A 90-year-old person can tell you that, and we're not allowed to let them die with dignity. Like, it's just so crazy to me. Yeah, like,
euthanasia is illegal.
Yeah, like, if an old person is like, hey, you know what, like, I'm 100 years old, I've lived a great life, I'm proud of what I did, but
I'm in pain now.
I'm in pain
and it's
now.
only going to get worse.
It's only getting worse. There's 7 billion people alive. The world's overpopulated. There aren't enough resources to go around already. So why don't I just bow out with some dignity and let, you know, instead of all my money going to medical bills, I'll die so that it can go, the money that I earned in my entire life will go to my family so that they can live long and happy lives too. All of that is illegal, and people are like, no, you have to just be miserable and in pain until the day God kills you.
Yeah, like, I hate that they bring God into it, as if God is like.
Yeah.
Well, they act like life is a trial, right?
Right.
Like life is like, so you have to put up with this pain because God,
okay,
whatever. But like, fuck yourself. Like we don't all believe in that shit. So fucking let people die if they want.
Here's the thing: if you think that, because there's a lot of like babies in Africa that die. There's a lot of young kids in Africa who die all the time. Mm-hmm. They don't deserve to die. But if you think that is God, then you're not allowed to also say, okay, but we can forcefully keep people alive too. Like, you can't, because like at some point, like if you're going to say that when people die, when old people die or not, is up to you, then the blood is on your hands if young people die and you don't give a shit about that. Like, so it's like, it's just so like to see, I was home for like a weekend, like 2-3 days. It was like a week before we put the Charlie down. He was just so ready to go, you know? Like, and it's just like, man, at what point are you allowed to say, like I make my choice? Like, man, it's just so crazy. Like,
it's the whole, and to me it goes back to that whole argument where if we're gonna say a woman can get an abortion because they have a right to their fucking body.
Right.
Why can't you kill yourself? Like, how
can you not? You can kill yourself.
If you can legally kill someone else that's inside of you, how are you not able to legally kill yourself inside of you? Like, that is just, it's so crazy.
You should be able to own your own.
Right.
Like, if you really, that's why when the slogan is "My body, my choice," is when fucking women march.
Right.
Yeah. Well, my body, my. You could get a tattoo. You could fucking do all this other stupid horse shit. But if you're in pain and you want to kill yourself.
Well, and in that case, like go ahead.
Yeah, go, Bryce. Sorry, we're cutting you off.
Well, procedures aren't really going to get stopped anyway that much.
What's that?
But it's not illegal.
I mean,
it's
no, they will. They do. That's the thing. Like,
it's illegal. Yeah.
There's a lot of.
If they're sick, though, let them die though.
That's the thing. Like,
it doesn't make any sense.
Right. But it's up to, like, literally an old person will have to like starve themselves to death for like a month in order to die, instead of saying, I don't want to like disintegrate in front of you for a month before I die. I just want to die. Like, I know I'm ready. But yeah, it is one of those things where it's like my body, my choice. Like politically speaking, they're on the same page. I think most people who are pro-choice are also pro-choice to die if you want.
Yeah,
so it's
for the most part, but not all.
Weird. It's just weird that politically speaking, like law-wise, it's weird that legally you can have an abortion, but you can't legally choose to kill your own body. Like that, it's a weird thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Stupid. Another thing was they don't own us. They try to do what they can, but
Bryson's telling me. Well, this is also tied to suicide. But Bryson's always told me that because I never looked this up. But Bryce has that actually old people commit the most suicides. Like we think teenagers do, but that's because we help them so that they don't. Which is, and when Bryce told me the first time, old people kill themselves the most. I said, good. That's the way it should be.
Yeah, like that's what I was saying. Like, all right, so my grandma died last year, right? And it's like, and that's the thing. It's like everybody when I bring up. I mean, I do stand-up, so it's, like, supposed to be funny. So, like, I get that, like, throws people off when I bring up death, you know? Like, there's that initial... But in any context, if I mention a dead dog, people get sad. I tell them he was 14, they're still sad. I bring up my dead grandma, they get sad. She was 86 and had, like, broken hips, like, all over her body. You know, like, it's still sad.
I think
at some point...
I think that makes it more sad. But no, don't worry. But she was a broken person.
Right, she was a bitter old woman by the end, you know? Like, she wanted to die. So it's here's the thing. Everything in this world dies.
Yeah.
So at some point, we got to decide which deaths make us sad. We have to pick and choose, man. I'm telling you.
That makes so much sense.
You can't get sad at death, period. You can't. That doesn't make sense. Or else you're sad at everything.
That's fucking brilliant.
It's either some people are taught to be sad about it, or some people have their own personal experiences with it.
Okay.
So the attachments to
that makes sense. That makes sense.
Automatically.
That makes sense that like it triggers a memory of a death that you weren't ready for. That makes sense.
Me and Bryce were talking a lot about attachment yesterday, and it's weird. But it's interesting.
The way we live. Really.
But that we'll project our attachments onto other things, you know what I mean?
Everything.
Like, someone was like, hey, my dog died. He's like, my dog died.
Yeah,
tears.
Oh, Davy Crockett. It's like, what's my dog's name?
Yeah.